YouTube. It's your girl Shay, and I'm back with another live. I know I've been gone for a minute. I just been having a lot of health issues and stuff going on, but I'm starting to get a little better. So today I wanted to talk about the top 30 best black sitcoms of all time, and the first sitcom I want to talk about is Fresh Prince, and I'm not talking about the new and improved Fresh Prince that some people seem to like. I mean, that's your choice, but I'm talking about the original Fresh Prince show with Will Smith and um, the other cast on there, like Uncle Phil and the original Uncle Phil, Carlton, all those people. So if you grew up in the 90s like I did, you would appreciate the nostalgia of this being one of the first top shows out of all black sitcoms. Because pretty much anybody who knows or watch sitcoms knows about the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. And I just think it can't compare to the original. The new one I did take a look at the new one, but it just wasn't as interesting. And then the next show they have on here is a show called The Famous Jet Jackson. I don't know if you guys remember that growing up. Watching that show, I was familiar with it. I believe it came on Disney. Yeah, I want to say Disney when I saw it. And the person who played was Lee Thomas Young, which you know he passed away a few years later. It is the guy that played on if you ever seen a Keely and the Bee, or if you ever watched Rosalind Isles, he was on there. That was like his last show before he ended up passing away. But yeah, if you remember Famous Jet Jet, that was a really classic black sitcom on Disney as well. The next one they have on here, and again, this is not my listing, this is just a general list. So, yeah. They have the Proud Family. I did somewhat enjoy the Proud Family growing up. It was definitely nostalgic for me too because it was, I think, one of the first black cartoon shows that was all black cast that I seen. I mean, besides like, of course, if you know Moesha and stuff and all that, but I mean, with Moesha, that was one of the other black animated shows that I really thought was good at the time. The next one would be Smart Guy, which you will be familiar with that, starring TJ Maury, which is T and Tamara Maury's brother, and it stars Jason Weaver, which you're familiar with him from singing on some known R&B rapper artist. He's even been in other movies like ATL and some underground stuff. So if you watch Smart Guy before, you remember this character. And that show was really good, and I think it promoted a really good lessons about studying, being smart, and how there's nothing wrong with being a smart person, and just different day-to-day family issues or issues in school. The next one, which is one that my daughter loves too, is Kenan and Kel. If you was raised in the 90s, you would know Kenan and Kel, which starred the two guys that played on Good Burger, had their own like show. It was kind of similar to like SNL and kind of Key and Peele, except it was more kid friendly. Where they do skits of different subjects on each episode. And one of my daughter's favorites when he said, "Who loves orange soda?" I do, I do, I do, I do. So you know that, then you know that's Kel Mitchell from King and Kel show, which was on Nickelodeon, and they had, I believe, like 5 seasons. The next one they have on here is the Steve Harvey show. I actually used to watch the Steve Harvey show in and out because of Merlin Santana, which he passed away some years ago. Um, but yeah, I actually got a chance to watch this show again older, and I feel like it left off kind of on a cliffhanger. I didn't realize that when I first was watching it younger. I feel like they could have did more to the show. I'm not really sure what caused it. I felt like the show had potential, but I just think it kind of went way different than what I expected it to end like. And then the next show they have is Sister Sister, which of course that's going to be on the top list because it has Tia and Tamara Mori, their first actual show together as twins, and their first appearance as teenagers on television, which is kind of what started their career. And the next one was Family Matters, which Family Matters is another show I recently watched again as an older person. And I really couldn't get into it as much as I probably thought when I was younger. I mean, it had some good episodes with good lessons in it, but it just didn't really pique my interest no more after so many episodes. After it just started becoming more about Urkel every minute, it kind of just lost its touch. And what's happening, I never watched that show. That was definitely a show way before my time. But they do have it listed as one of the best black sitcoms, and it was through ABC. And I believe that's where Martin got his start, was on What's Happening. In case you guys didn't know that. And then we have the Jamie Foxx show, which everyone knows about that, starring Jamie Foxx. That kind of started his career. And then him bringing I always get her name wrong. Gabriel, with Fancy and Braxton and all the other characters on that show. I actually really do enjoy that show. I still enjoy that show till this day. And the next show is Hanging with Mr. Cooper. I did get a chance to watch that show again growing up. I did not care for it as much. It was kind of a bore for me. And then the next one we have on our list is Different Strokes. I haven't got a chance to really watch it yet. I know that was more of a show that my mom watched and probably my grandparents, but I haven't really got a chance to watch that. Another top show that they have listed that I agree with is The Wayne Brothers. The Wayne Brothers was a really good classic. I actually personally enjoy the Wayne Brothers show better than In Living Color. Not that In Living Color completely sucked, but I watched way more of the Wayne Brothers than I did In Living Color. And of course we got Moesha. That was definitely a classic teen show back in the day. They talked about a lot of things that teens go through, like peer pressure and many different varieties with your parents, looking out for you, trying to do what's best for you, and you being a hard-headed teen. So that was really nostalgic for me in my time too. Now they have 227 on here. I've seen bits and pieces of 227. I never really watched all of it, but I always heard it was a pretty decent show. Jack A. Well, that's one of her first roles, playing in 227. alongside a few other soon to be good actors later on, which was Regina Hall from, not Regina Hall from Think Like a Man, but the other Regina Hall. And of course, we got the lady from that was on the Jeffersons, and yeah, a lot of few familiar faces on 227. Next one would be, of course, the Bernie Mac show, where Bernie Mac is raising his sister's kids because his sister ended up strung out on drugs, so he took them in. That was a really good show. I really liked them. That was another one that showed many different lessons in a comedic way. And now we have Everybody Hates Chris. That's a very comedic show. I still watch episodes from that show all the time, and it still cracks me up to this day. I feel like it's Chris Rock's best work to date. Now I know they're supposed to be coming out. They haven't already came out with Everybody Hates Chris animated series, and it's supposed to be on Comedy Central. I necessarily don't think it's gonna top the original Everybody Hates Chris with Tashina and Terry Crews. Even though they voice supposed to be on that animated series, I still don't feel like it's gonna be the same. And of course, they got Good Times on here. I did watch a few episodes of that show. It was okay, but I couldn't sit through the whole series, unfortunately. It was just a little too outaged for me. Okay, and yeah, so that's pretty much my take on the ones out of that list that I really felt was very nostalgic. Definitely let me know what you guys think in the comments below, or some shows you enjoyed growing up in the 90s or the early 2000s. And again, remember to like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you guys next video. Stay safe out there. Peace.